Hi guys, welcome to In Bed with a Bisexual. Today we're going to be asking the question, does the media hate LGBT people? Now, the media is a complicated thing. It's not one entity, it's a lot of journalists, it's a lot of publications, so I don't think we can say on the whole yes or no, really, because I don't believe that there is some evil news editor sitting there in Canary Wharf saying, "Bring me dirt on the gays." I just don't think that's happening. The biggest threat to LGBT people that the media pose is that we've become outrage cannon fodder. What is outrage cannon fodder? Well, the media's changed. It's not one newspaper a day, carefully thought out by the top journalists bringing us the creme de la creme of what's happening that day. The news is in your pocket. It's gone from quality to quantity, and it's all about advertising. They need your clicks, and the best way to get your clicks? To piss you off. Why bother covering a story about a feminist group sponsoring 10 young girls to study finance when a feminist can jump across her desk, slap her boss in the face, and call for the death of all men? That's where we are. Shocking, clicking, sharing, and newspapers make cash. And unfortunately, that's what's happening with LGBT people. Why cover a story about a new trans group that's looking to support people suffering with mental health issues when they could run a story about one trans person getting annoyed about there being gingerbread people in Greggs? Because it causes outrage, because people get annoyed. This is why I say the media doesn't hate LGBT people. It's just using us like everyone else to get people outraged. So while their intentions aren't actually bad, it's still not good for us. Take the gingerbread man example. People read it and their reaction is, "Oh, bloody trans people wanting to ban everything again. Oh, I'm sick of it. Because those kind of stories are designed to create outrage, to get people annoyed. And what happens is the general public's view of LGBT people becomes negative. They think of us as whiny people. But it is unfair because they see all LGBT people as sharing the same views as one LGBT person that they've decided to profile. For example, if a straight woman decides that she's offended by man-sized tissues and wants man-sized tissues banned, people just think that's one crazy person or one crazy woman. They don't think, "Oh, all women have got an issue with man-sized tissues, God!" And I think that's where the difference is for LGBT people. Now, it is important to say it's not all media. You know, there are some journalists out there that really do a good job. There are some LGBT journalists, and there are other issues. You know, it's not just this one thing about us becoming outraged, but when I look at the media and think, what's going wrong? I think it's this outrage thing. I think this is one of the main things that just is day by day, bit by bit, trying to get people, well, not trying, but just having this negative impact on how LGBT people are seen. So what's the solution? Not much. The thing is, the media will say, "Oh, you get annoyed when we don't cover gay issues. Then we do cover gay issues, and you're saying we're doing it wrong." And then you say, "Oh, we don't have like a gay perspective. We went and asked the man that called for all straights to be killed, so we did get his perspective, so it wasn't from a gay man's perspective." So it's very hard to kind of police it or to see what we could tangibly change. And similarly, we can't tell LGBT people what to get annoyed about or what to go to the papers about. You know, I can't say to bisexual people, "Right, no moaning about anything except for these 5 issues that I've decided are the main things affecting us." You can't do that. Like, bisexual people are free to campaign and complain about whatever they want, as are all LGBT people. So if LGBT people decide that, you know, we've got to ban reruns of Friends, then that's fine for them to campaign. That's up to them. We can't decide or censor other LGBT people and say, you know, don't talk about this though, because people are just gonna see it as a joke. We have to be free to talk about whatever issues we want to talk about. So, to be honest, it might just be something we have to live with, but I think it's something we should understand what the actual problem is, because I think a lot of LGBT people just think, oh, it's the media just hate LGBT people, and it's like, we can't fix a problem unless we understand it. Yeah, there are going to be some people working in the media that don't like LGBT people, but just to kind of say, oh, the media just hates LGBT people, it's not true, and it's not going to help us fix what's going on. There are a lot of things going on, and I think we don't talk about this issue of us being used as outrage cannon fodder enough. I mean, I think we should just go back to one newspaper a day. It was a simpler time. You know, it wasn't constant news. Half of it's not even news. I think just go back to one newspaper a day and we'll be fine. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm Lewis Oakley, and you have been in bed with a bisexual.